I want you to imagine that you have a business and your business is growing so quickly and there are so many new customers entering your marketplace that no matter how many customers you sell to, no matter how many sales you make every single day, there's still more demand than you could possibly ever meet, which of course is every business owner's dream, to have so many customers knocking at your door that you can't actually service them all. Well, I have good news for you. Chances are you might already be in that business, or at the very least, you're considering it. Hey everybody, Frank Kern here, and if you sell information online or you're considering it, then this video is really the best news you're ever going to see. Here's why. Right now, as you watch this video, every single second you watch it, businesses are spending $3,373.46 per second on information. That's $226,407.91 every minute, which is $13,584,474.88 per hour, which adds up to $326,027,397.26 per day, every single day. They're spending all of this money in a tiny niche within the information business that's called e-learning. So what is e-learning? Well, for the sake of our conversation today, we will define it as online learning for professional advancement. So here's what that really means. Let's say you're selling a course to small businesses on how to hire better. Or maybe you help larger companies organize their sales structure. Or maybe you help people build their websites and increase conversions. Anything like that falls under the category of e-learning. But it's not just the sale of stuff to business owners. E-learning could also be, for example, if you sell a course on how to use a business-related application to someone who just wants to do better at their job. So an example of that would be, let's say you have a product that teaches people how to be better at Microsoft Office. Well, that counts as e-learning because they're wanting to learn that for better professional advancement. Or if you're teaching them how to use Adobe Photoshop and they're graphic artists and they want to do better at their job, all of that counts as e-learning. And e-learning is one of 3 areas within the online information business that's just exploding right now. Check out these stats. So what you see right now on your screen is a screenshot of an article from Forbes. And according to this article, Forbes says the online learning industry, also known as e-learning, was poised to do $107 billion in revenue in 2015. And here's the thing, that Forbes article, in my opinion, was very conservative. I think the market's even bigger, and the reason why is because of a study that was done by a website called elearningindustry.com. What e-learning industry did was they went out and they did a lot of research and they surveyed the business marketplace. And they basically said, hey, world of business, what do you guys think about e-learning stuff? And according to their results, 44% of businesses said that they intended to buy e-learning materials, whether it was e-learning platform investments or tools or actual e-learning courses. There's millions and millions and millions of businesses on the planet. And what we have right here is a source citing some research saying that 44% of them intend to buy this kind of stuff. What that tells us is there is a tremendous amount of demand for e-learning courses, whether it's how to get more traffic, how to increase your sales, how to use Microsoft Office better, whatever it is, there's demand for it, which is good because to be successful in business, we have to have a marketplace that wants to buy our stuff. But here's what's even cooler. It's not just products and courses. According to a website called Ibis World, which is a website that specializes in doing market research, businesses spend $12 billion a year on coaching as well as information products. Now that doesn't even include the $100+ billion consulting market. That's just coaching. You know what's even cooler? That's just in the United States alone. Their research doesn't even cover what's happening globally. Here's what's even better. That industry, the business coaching industry, is growing at a rate of $816 million every single year. So here's the thing. The first of the 3 areas of the information business where the money is going and where it's going to continue to be for the next 10 years is e-learning and business coaching. So if you're selling anything to a business, whether you're helping them hire better, you're helping them increase your sales, you're coaching them on how to run their businesses more efficiently, or you're selling regular consumers courses on how to be better at their jobs, you are at an industry that is poised for tremendous growth. Metaphorically, you are about to surf the tidal wave. So stay where you are. But you know what? A lot of people that watch videos like these say, you know, all you internet guys ever talk about is how to sell things to business owners. What if you don't sell stuff to business owners? What if you sell something that's completely unrelated to business? Well, I have great news for you, because the other two areas of massive growth within the information business industry have nothing to do with business-related materials. So our second area of massive opportunity, where money is going and where it's going to continue to go, is the area of niche information products. This is completely different from e-learning. So for the purposes of our discussion, we will define niche info products as digitally delivered information products that have absolutely nothing to do with business. Let me give you a few examples. This is a digitally delivered ebook that's being sold right now for $37, and this is a book of paleo recipes. Now, it has absolutely nothing to do with business, but this type of information is selling like crazy. I'll give you some stats in a minute. Here's another example. This is a course you can buy right now for $47 online. It's all downloadable. It's called the Belly Dancing Course. And this is the ultimate masterclass for belly dancing. As you know, I intend to be their star student because my belly grows even greater every single day. Here's another example. This is a downloadable ebook that's selling for $47 called The Pregnancy Miracle that helps people who are having trouble conceiving get pregnant. Here's another example. This is for people who want to learn about Ayurvedic and holistic health. And here is a completely opposite example. This is a series of online videos that are selling downloadable for $135, and this is basically how to kick other people's butts. So we've got really good news and we've got a challenge. The really good news is there's tons of information products like this being sold every single day online. Millions and millions of products just like these are available all over the place. The challenge is the niche how-to segment of the information business isn't as centralized as e-learning. For example, you have websites like elearningindustry.com that do industry-wide studies. You have articles by Forbes where they've done research and they can really chart the growth of that sector. Within the niche how-to area of the online business, we don't have any of that. So in order for me to find out for you how fast this area was growing, I had to get creative. And in getting creative, I played a little game called Follow the Money. And here's how that worked. What I decided to do was I did a little bit of digging and I started finding payment processors who actually process payments exclusively for business who sell products like the ones that I just showed you. And as a matter of fact, every product that I just showed you, all of their payments are processed by a company called ClickBank. Now you've probably heard of ClickBank before, but if you haven't, they're a payment processor just like PayPal, for example. The only difference is they primarily specialize in processing transactions for businesses that sell niche how-to information. So what you see on the screen right now is a little screenshot from part of the report that I bought from Privco. And what I want to show you here is where it says ClickBank's financials for 2015. So according to Privco, they were at $485 million in revenue for 2015, which of course isn't really nearly as much as the hundreds of billions of dollars that are being processed in the e-learning industry, but it's still a lot. And here's what's really important. So what you're seeing right now is their growth. So notice where they were in 2013. They did $279 million in revenues. Well, in 2014, they did a total of $351.5 million in sales. And of course, in 2015, they did $485 million. Well, if you take a look at that, that's a 37% growth every year, which means they are doubling every 3 years. So at the very least, the demand and the growth within the niche information product part of the information business is doubling every 3 years. But here's the thing. I think that's very, very conservative. Here's why. See, the stats I just gave you are just ClickBank stats alone. And of course, as we know, there are tons of people out there who sell niche how-to information products, and they all don't use ClickBank. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is the sale of niche information products has now crossed over and become totally mainstream. So take a look at this. What you're seeing right now is someone that you and I both know and love. It's our friend Brendan Burchard, and he's offering a product. And the product has absolutely nothing to do with business. Therefore, it's a niche information product. So why is this interesting to you? Well, have a look at where it's being sold. This is being sold on Oprah.com. This means that one of us, Brendan Burchard, has now crossed completely over into the mainstream and is being sold on Oprah.com. As a matter of fact, I don't think we can really get more mainstream than Oprah. And you know what? It's not just Brendan. For years, Oprah has supported and promoted niche information products from people like Deepak Chopra, Ariana Huffington, and more. So here's the fact. The demand for and the market for niche information products is exploding at an unprecedented rate. We can either get in front of that massive tidal wave of demand and interest or not, but we can't deny the fact that the interest and the demand is there and it is growing even more every single day. But you know what? There's also a third area within the information business online that's growing at an unprecedented rate, and that is the area of personal coaching. So what is personal coaching? Well, for the purposes of our conversation today, we can define personal coaching as coaching on any topic that's not business related, right? So you have really two types of coaching. You've got business coaching, and there's all kinds of stuff that could be under the umbrella of business coaching, and then we have personal coaching, and that's all kinds of stuff that's not related to business. So the most well-known sector of the personal coaching market is probably life coaching. Now here's the deal. This is a little bit embarrassing for me to admit, but I used to sort of write life coaching off as kind of not a very serious industry and sort of a bunch of people that were basically selling life coaching stuff to each other. Turns out that life coaching is absolutely no joke. According to this Fast Company article, life coaching is a $2 billion per year industry. And remember, life coaching is just one aspect of personal coaching, but here's where it gets really, really cool. According to the Life Coaching Institute, the industry of life coaching has been the world's second fastest growing industry for the past 3 years in a row. And here's what's even better. Like I said, it's not just life coaching. That's just one tiny fraction of what makes up the entire universe of personal coaching. For example, you have health and fitness coaching. You also have online dating coaching, and this is really interesting. But what you see on your screen right now is an article from Business Insider, and this is an article praising a San Francisco-based dating coach named Sarah Jones for earning up to $20,000 a month, helping introverted men become successful with women. Well, what is that? That's simply personal coaching about the topic of relationships. And of course, let's say you hired Miss Jones and you became very successful and you had a really good relationship. Well, according to ABC News, it might be time for you to step up to parenting coaching. So what you see right now is a screenshot from ABC News where they're saying that some folks get $300 a month for parenting coaching and some coaches get $2,000 to coach parents on how to be more effective with their children. So regardless of what type of coaching you're doing, the fact of the matter is the area of personal coaching is absolutely exploding. At the very least, just life coaching alone has been listed as the second fastest growing industry on the planet for 3 years running. So here's where we are. We've got 3 areas of major growth under the umbrella of the information business online. The first area is e-learning along with business coaching. Combined, that's $119 billion per year. We've also got niche information products. We know conservatively, just by extrapolating the ClickBank data, that that part of the information business industry is doubling every 3 years, and we also know that's probably a pretty conservative guess because, let's face it, we can't get any more mainstream than it's getting right now when we have Oprah endorsing the sale of online information products, specifically within the niche how-to area. We know that the public has really embraced this. And finally, we have the area of personal coaching. We know that life coaching is a $2 billion per year industry, according to fastcompany.com, and we also know it's the world's second fastest growing industry for 3 years in a row, according to the life coaching industry. And the personal coaching industry is not just life coaching. You've got relationship coaching, parenting coaching, fitness coaching, and health coaching, and all other types of coaching. So if you are in any of those 3 areas, or you are considering being in any of those 3 areas, that's the first bit of good news for you. Now, the second bit of good news is this whole business, whether you're selling to businesses or you're selling niche how-to products to individuals, or whether you're doing personal coaching, regardless, running this type of business has become easier than ever. So what used to be overwhelming is now actually very simple and formulaic. That's why in the next video, I'm going to boil down the entire process of running this type of business into 2 very easy steps for you. So if you liked what you saw in this video, be sure to join me in the next video in this series where I'll show you 2 things. Number 1, I'll show you the 5 types of information products that these 3 areas are buying the most. Number 2, I'll show you the 4 types of web pages that you need to sell them, regardless of what area you're in and what type of product that you're going to use. And as a bonus, I'll also show you the only 3 tools that you actually need to run any information business. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed making it for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.